Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from My Crypto Paradise, and in this video we will be looking at the Elrond. The token used in this network is EGLD, basically eGold. While the project itself seems to be very interesting, we will not go through all the details, but mostly through the price action. So in this video we will be looking at the Elrond against the Bitcoin and against the USDT price action, and perhaps today or this week, this is the best time to get in once again. And we will show you why. Also, we will compare Elrond to other top networks to see what benefits it might hold. So let's get started with the coin market cap. We can see that Elrond is ranked number 38 with a total market cap of $2,367 million. So it's a high ranking, which is 38. And we can consider it as one of the top coins. And this is another coin just started very fast this altcoin season, and this is why it attracts a lot of attention still. Now moving on to the coin 360, EGLD is taking pretty small space right there. We can see it's small, it's green, which means it's rising. And overall crypto market is bullish. The Bitcoin is up 4.47%, Ethereum 1.7%, basically not so much, but still it's an uptrend. The price is rising overall. But now let's compare the EGLD to other networks just to see what benefits it might hold. So right there you can see different projects and comparison by TPS, consensus, latencies, scalability, interoperability, and immediate finality. You can see that in most cases it is similar or better to other projects. So that's why it might attract a lot of attention, it seems, and that's why the price is actually skyrocketing. Now let's actually have a look at the EGLD against the Bitcoin. Now here we have quite an interesting price action, which might suggest that Elrond is about to start moving up against the Bitcoin, is about to continue outperforming the Bitcoin. So why is that? First off, we see that this massive support area formed near 2100 previously was the resistance, then there was the minor support, then support. And overall, this area is obviously very important support area or demand area. It got rejected twice on two occasions. First was in February, and then we had yet another occasion in the end of the February. So within the same month, there were two bounces of this support area. But this was not enough for the price to move up. And what we see, guys, is a break above the downtrend trend line. So there was this downtrend trend line, price did break to the upside and produced a new higher high. This is a very important breakout because we had broken above this high, we have broken above both moving averages, which is 250 exponential moving average, and we have also broken above this resistance area, which previously was the support, then became the resistance, and now yet again. So very important that we had the rejection also of the 50 exponential moving average today. Now you can see here the 161.8 Fips at 2600. Now this Fibonacci retracement level based on this correction that we have seen. So basically this is the first corrective move up after price has topped out near 5,000. And very interesting is the extremely clean bounce of this support level. And right now what we are starting to see is a nice bullish candle. But having said that, we also have the resistance which got rejected, located near 3,200. So obviously this will be an obstacle which must be overcome in order for the price to continue rising. But considering that the price action is extremely bullish, the probability is strongly in favor of an uptrend. While price might not go as high as 5,700, which we will talk in a little bit, at the very least, it should be going towards this top of this range, which has been formed between 2,600 and 3,200. Obviously, there is still a risk that the price will drop below this support, but if that happens, then of course we can expect the move to the downside towards the 2,100 support. Yet again, for the third time, it is possible, but quite unlikely, because we have also an interesting price action on the EGLD against the USDT, and we will look at that in a second. But as long as we hold this support, price is most likely will go up. This is a very bullish trend. It's bullish on the Bitcoin, it's bullish on the altcoins, and the Bitcoin dominance does look bearish as well. So as long as we hold this support, price can be expected to rise towards 5,700. Now this resistance is confirmed by 2 fips. First, as you can see, has been applied to this correction down, and second has been applied to this correction down. Now why we used this price? Because on the weekly chart we can see that this was the initial high which hasn't been broken, and the same on the support. This was the initial bottom which hasn't been broken afterwards. Now we have these 2 fips at this level, and this is the key resistance in the long run, and this is where the price could be skyrocketing in the nearest future. Perhaps it will take some weeks, but still it remains very, very bullish. Now let's jump to the EGLD against the USDT. Now what we have here is an average price uptrend trend line. And clearly there was this rejection of the trend line, because we had one spike and then price failed to close below of the low established by this candle. This means that the price remains above the trend line, and this implies that the trend is up. The validity of the uptrend is confirmed. Now, if we look at the 3-hour chart, what we see is price starting to produce higher highs and higher lows. The most important on this chart is break above the 50 exponential and 200 exponential moving average. At the same time, after this breakout, we returned back and rejected these moving averages. So there was clearly a very strong support and demand area corresponding to this area here, and where we had a lot of rejections previously as well. And we can mark this area so it's visible. So there was this support, resistance, resistance, support again. Yesterday we had the rejection of the 50 exponential moving average, which yet again suggests that the price is very bullish. And if we apply a simple downtrend trend line to this overall downside move, we can spot that it has been also broken, price found the support at the trend line and starting to rise. The uptrend remains valid, and the nearest resistance, as can be seen based on these fips, is located at $220 area. It corresponds to this previously formed high, and it also based on 2 fips. The first is based on this corrective move. So basically after we broke above the average price trend line, then we had this pullback and we applied the fips to that. The second pullback was applied to this correction where both moving averages were rejected on the 3-hour chart. And we have these 2 fips right at $220 area, which is the nearest resistance, which is highly likely to be tested within the next week or 2. Only if there will be break higher, then we can expect a massive rally to the upside. But first we need to see clearly break to the upside, break above on the daily and preferably the weekly chart as well. And the final point I wanted to share with you also is this clean bounce of the moving average, as well as the 227.2% Fibonacci retracement level at $94.87. This is also based on this pullback. We have this clean bounce, and the resistance also corresponds to 1027.2 fips. So this area, support area, got rejected twice. We are starting to produce high highs and high lows, and this is clearly a very bullish trend. Having said that, if there will be break below the support at $120, the price could be retesting the 200 exponential moving average and going towards the $74 support. This is unlikely event, but we must also watch this low for the breakout, because in that case, yes, the bearish pressure might continue, although the probability is highly in favor of an uptrend. Also wanted to jump through the previous 3 analyses that we did. Well, this is the most recent analysis we did on the teller, and we expected the uptrend to continue, and as you can see, guys, it's starting to go up. We shared these analysis a couple of days ago, and this what we see. Price is already starting to rise, very bullish for the teller, and most likely it will continue going up. Now, these are analysis for the year finance. Also, we are rejecting the support. We can see multiple spikes, although the support is holding. So it's the same, very bullish for the Wi-Fi, although we need to watch the moving average. And once it gets broken, the uptrend could be accelerated quite a bit. We might see these big green candles and the fast uptrend. And finally, the stellar. We expected the potential pullback towards the trend line, and this is exactly what happened. At this stage, we see the rejection of the moving average, and this could be a continuation of an uptrend because price is above the trend line, price is above the both moving averages. Clearly, there is a big potential for an uptrend on the stellar. All right, that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you next time.